to learn quadratic inequalities. Quadratic inequalities. So, what are inequalities? Equations means equal to 0. So, inequalities means less than or equal to or less than or greater than or equal to we have, then we call it as inequalities. Okay. So, quadratic inequalities will be of the form ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 or ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. Okay, so these are called as quadratic inequalities. We can have equal to sign also. Okay, less than or equal to or greater than or equal to also we can have. Okay, so now we are going to see the steps to solve quadratic inequalities. Okay, first one, solve ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, so these are the steps to be followed to solve a quadratic inequality. So when you solve this, you will get solutions for x, or roots or zeros of x. So if there is no real solution, okay, if you are not having a real solution, so no real solution, then one of the inequality holds for x belongs to R. For x belongs to R. So if there is real solution, okay, if we get the two roots as the real solutions, then, so if they are real solutions, then we call them as critical points. So the zeros or the roots are called as the critical points. Okay, they are called as the critical points. And these points, you label it on the number line. So you know the number line, I have shown you already. So you have to label this on the number line. So labeling on the number line. So label on the number line. So labeling, how do you do? So this is minus infinity and this is plus infinity. So if you have two values for x, say x is equal to minus a comma b, then minus a will be somewhere here and b will be here. Approximately we label it. Okay. So note that now these critical points divide the intervals. Okay, divide the number line into disjoint intervals. Okay, so the intervals are divided. Intervals are divided. So now the intervals are divided, and see here we will follow a different method, that is always you start from the right side. Right side is plus infinity, so start from here and always you write plus here. So the next interval will be minus and the next interval will be plus. Okay, always remember, always start from the right. The first interval will be plus, always it is plus, then minus, then plus. So if you have one more, it will be minus. That is, alternatively you give plus and minus. So now this is divided into sub-intervals. Okay, so what are the sub-intervals? So what are the sub-intervals here? Minus infinity, comma minus a. So if minus a is not included, we use round bracket or parenthesis. Then minus a comma b. Then b comma infinity. Okay, so it is divided into sub intervals. Now we have to check which is positive and negative, and according to wherever it is positive, according to the inequality, we find the solution. Okay, so seventh one is identify the intervals. Identify the intervals. Identify the intervals where the inequality is satisfied. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow. So when you do problems, you will understand more. So now we will do first example 2.13. Solve 3x square plus 5x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. 3x square plus 5x minus 2 less than or equal to 0. So now you consider the equation. So consider 3x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. What is the product? Product is minus 6 and sum is 5. Okay, so you know this, you have learnt in 10th standard. Product of the coefficient of x square and the constant term gives you the product. So 3 into minus 2 is minus 6 and coefficient of x is the sum. So it is plus 5. So 5 now separated into two numbers such that when you add you get 5 and when you multiply you get minus 6. So what are the two numbers? 6 minus 1. So when you multiply 6 and minus 1 we get minus 6, and when we add 6 and minus 1 we get 5. So now we are having 3 as a coefficient of x square. So you divide this by 3. Therefore this is equal to 2. So we write this as x plus 2 into x minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So now from this we get x plus 2 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 1 by 3. So now you plot this on the number line. Okay, so number line, this is minus infinity and this is plus infinity, and minus 2 is smaller than 1 by 3. So you find out which is smaller first, check that. So minus 2 is to the left, then we have 1 by 3. So now as I said, you start from the right. So this is plus and this is minus and this is plus. Okay, alternatively you are having plus and minus. We are starting from the right with plus. Okay, so now what is the equation? 3x square plus 5x minus 2 is less than or equal to 0. So less than or equal to 0 means it should be negative. Okay, so in which interval are we having negative? So this is the interval in which we are having minus. Okay, and we are having equal to, less than or equal to. Therefore, what is the solution? So x belongs to, so therefore x belongs to equal to we are having, so we use square bracket minus 2 comma 1 by 3. Okay, so x belongs to minus 2 comma 1 by 3. We are choosing this interval because we are having less than or equal to, so less than or equal to means it is minus, so we are selecting the interval which has minus sign, and in the question we are having less than or equal to, so we are using the closed bracket. Okay, now we'll go to the next example. Example 2.14. Solve square root of x plus 14 less than x plus 2. Okay, so this root x plus 14 is defined. When it is defined, so it is defined for x plus 14 greater than or equal to 0, because we are having square root. Okay, inside the square root we cannot have a negative number. Therefore, this square root x plus 14 is defined for x greater than or equal to 14. So, which gives us x greater than or equal to minus 14. Yes, then, so it should not be negative, no, the root of x plus 14 should not be negative. So, also we have x plus 2 should be greater than 0. That is, the right hand side should be greater than 0. So, from this we get x is greater than minus 2. Greater than or equal to minus 2 also we can have, because it can be 0. Okay, it can be 0, therefore we can take greater than or equal to also. Then, now factorize, we'll take the first one. So, what is it? What is the question? X plus 14, square root of x plus 14 is less than x plus 2. So, to remove square root, we square this. So, squaring. When we square, left hand side square root is removed. So, x plus 14 is less than x plus 2 the whole square. So, now what do you get? X plus 14 is less than, expand using identity. So, what do you get? X square plus 4 plus 2x. So, now bring everything to one side. Here we are having x square. So, we will take the right hand side to the left hand side. So, we will get 0 is less than x square plus 4 plus 2x minus x minus 14. So, what is it? 0 is less than x square plus x minus 10. So, we can also write this as x square plus x minus 10 greater than 0. Okay, 0 is less than, we can write it as x square plus x minus 10 greater than 0. Okay, I made mistake. Yes, x minus x minus 14, it's correct only. Plus 4 minus 14, 4x. Yeah, this is 4x, not 2x. Okay, this is 4x because 2ab. So, 2ab is 4x. Okay, so I made mistake there. So, 4x minus x is 3x. So, here we have 3 and here also you have 3. So, x square plus 3x minus 10 greater than 0. So, now consider x square plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So what is the product? Product is minus 10 and sum is 3. So what are the two numbers? 5 and 2. So when you add, you should get 3. So what is it? 5 minus 2. So when you add, you get 3, and when you multiply, you get minus 10. And here coefficient of x square is 1. So we have as it is. So x plus 5 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So what we get? X is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 2. Okay. So now x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to 2. Therefore, here what do we have? X is less than minus 5 and x is greater than 2, because put it in the number line. So what is this? This is minus infinity and this is plus infinity. Minus 5 first, then 2. So here what you have? Plus, minus and plus. Okay. So now see here, the question is root of x plus 14 is less than x plus 2. So in which interval it is less than? It is negative. In minus 5 comma 2. In minus 5 comma 2, it is negative. Okay. We have got it as negative. But what we have seen in the beginning, x is greater than or equal to minus 14 and x is greater than or equal to minus 2. Okay, x is greater than or equal to minus 14 and x is greater than or equal to minus 2. So here we have x is less than minus 5 and x is greater than 2. X is less than minus 5, because when you substitute here, you will be able to see that. Okay, you substitute in this equation x plus 5 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. We will notice that x will be less than minus 5 and x is greater than 2. But what do we have? X is greater than or equal to minus 2. X is greater than or equal to minus 2. So, x is greater than or equal to minus 2 means we cannot take x less than minus 5. Therefore, the solution is x is greater than 2. Okay, x is greater than 2. Okay, now if you have doubt and if it is not clear, you listen to the video again and you can refer to your textbook also. Now coming to example 2.15. Okay, example 2.15. Solve square root of 6 minus 4x minus x square is equal to x plus 4. Okay. So here what do we have? X plus 4 should be greater than or equal to 0. And to remove square root, square both the sides. So squaring, what we get? 6 minus 4x minus x square is equal to x plus 4 the whole square. So that is x square plus 16 plus 8x. So bringing everything to one side, from left hand side you take all the terms to the right hand side. So we get x square plus 16 plus 8x plus x square, left hand side we are taking to right hand side, plus 4x minus 6 is equal to 0. So x square plus x square, 2x square plus 4x plus 8x plus 12x plus 16 minus 6 plus 10 is equal to 0. So, dividing throughout by 2, what we get? X square plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, factorize this. So, when you factorize, what do we get? So, what is the sum? Sum is 6, product is 5. So, what are the two numbers? 5, 1. So, when you add, you get 6. 5 plus 1 gives you 6. 5 into 1 gives you 5. Therefore, we write it as x plus 5 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, we get x is equal to minus 5 and x is equal to minus 1. But here what we have taken, x plus 4 should be greater than or equal to. So, but x plus 4 should be greater than or equal to 0. So, x plus 4 greater than or equal to 0 means x should be greater than or equal to minus 4. But here we have got x is equal to minus 5. Minus 5 will be smaller than minus 4. Okay. So, therefore, what do you get? Therefore, the solution is x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so you should be very careful when you write the final answer. Okay, now come to exercise 2.5. Exercise 2.5, only 2 questions we have. We'll take the first question. 2x square plus x minus 15 is less than or equal to 0. Okay, so we'll consider now 2x square plus x minus 15 is equal to 0. So, we'll factorize it. What's the product? Minus 30 is the product. What is the sum? 1. So, what are the two numbers? 6 and minus 5? Yes. 6 minus 5 is 1 and 6 into minus 5 is minus 30. But here we are having coefficient of x square as 2. Therefore, divide this by 2. So, this is equal to 3. Therefore, this can be written as x plus 3 into x minus 5 by 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So, what we get? X is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 5 by 2. Minus 3 and 5 by 2. So, here we will put it in the number line. So, minus infinity plus infinity. Example 2.15 we didn't put it in the number line. Why? Because we are having equal to sign. Okay. So, we didn't put it in the number line. So, here minus 3 is the smallest. So, smallest number first, then greater number. So, here starting from right. So, this is plus, this is minus and this is plus. Now, what is the inequality? It is less than or equal to 0. So, less than or equal to 0 means it should be negative. Okay. So, in which interval it is negative? Minus 3, 5 by 2. And here it is given less than or equal to is given. Okay. Less than or equal to is given. So, therefore, x belongs to closed interval minus 3, 5 by 2. Clear? Okay, now we will go to the second question. So second one is also a very simple one. What is it? Minus x square plus 3x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So minus x square we are having. So to remove minus, multiply throughout by minus 1. So when you multiply throughout by minus 1, what do you get? X square minus 3x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. Okay, why it becomes less than? So do you remember? See, you would have studied in a lower class. 3 is less than 5. But what about minus 3? Minus 3 is it less than minus 5? No, it is not less than minus 5, but minus 3 is greater than minus 5. That's why it changes, okay, from greater than or equal to less than or equal to. So now what we have? What is a given question? Given is greater than or equal to. So now we will put it, factorize this. So consider x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. So what is the sum and what is the product? Product is 2, sum is minus 3. So what are the two numbers? The two numbers are minus 2 and minus 1. When you add, we get minus 3. When you multiply both, we are getting 2. Therefore, we write it as x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, what we get? X minus 2 is equal to 0. You get x is equal to 2. And x minus 1 equal to 0, we get x is equal to 1. So, put it in the number line, minus infinity plus infinity. Which is the smaller number? Smaller number is 1. Okay, the smaller number is 1. And here, therefore, we put 1, then 2. So, start from the right, plus, minus, plus. Now, what is the inequality? It is less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to. So, here we are having, minus x square plus 3x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. But we convert it into x square minus 3x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. Okay, therefore, you consider that. So, this is negative in which interval? 1 comma 2, and we are having 1 and 2 less than or equal to. Therefore, the solution is closed interval 1 comma 2. Okay, children. Hope all of you have understood all these problems. So, only 5 problems I have taught you from this exercise 2 and examples. So, make thorough with these problems. Okay, learn thoroughly so that you will understand more. Any doubt you have, go through your textbook, and also you can listen to the video again so that you will be much clear about the concept. Thank you, students.